It's the Paradise Hotel season finale. Jiar has to pee, loyalty is put to the test, and only 3 couples make it to the end. Stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
What's up, guys? You're watching the Paradise Hotel season finale after show.
Woo!
I am your boy, Jay Lamar, but I could not do this by myself. I had to be joined by the pretty in pink, Lauren.
What's up, guys?
So, tonight is the season finale.
Yes, finally.
I'm excited.
I know.
It's been a long 4 or 5 episodes. Mm-hmm. But how did you feel about tonight?
Oh, I loved it. We got some nitty gritty. We got the claws coming out, confessions, truths, and of course, a winner. So I thought it was great.
Oh.
But we got the spark we needed, you know?
I think this was literally the best episode of the entire season.
I completely agree.
And I love how you said we got the winner.
Yes.
Real singular. You know? But I feel like it was a great episode. Like you said, there were so many secrets revealed.
Yes.
We finally got to see how everybody felt about each other. Mm-hmm. Who was the favorites and who weren't the favorites. And
that was very clear.
How did you feel about, let's talk about the hash session when the 3 couples walk into the room. Mm-hmm. And the previous contestants were sitting in there. How did you feel like that went? Did you feel like...
I felt like exactly how they said. They were like, we are the jurors. You know, like it was like they were on the witness stand and they were giving their testimonies. And they were definitely being judged, questioned about some things they didn't even think were that important. But apparently all the other contestants did, such as Carlos and Tatum kissing, of course. Ooh. But you know what? We got to see all of them like go back and forth. Like, oh, it was a mistake, blah, blah, blah. So I thought it was a lot of juiciness.
It was. So let's rewind. Let's start when the episode started. So Taylor and Brittany go home.
I wasn't sad.
Yeah, it was like I was expecting it. Mm-hmm. I honestly wanted Tyler there with Shaylee.
Right.
You know, so I was kind of like, you need to go home anyway and get with Shaylee because I like you and Shaylee together.
Right.
But did you feel like it was their time to go?
Yes, definitely. Mm-hmm. I mean, after, like they said, Tyler really didn't have a true connection with Brittany, and Brittany was just moping around the entire season.
She was.
She should have made a game plan a lot earlier, and she didn't. So they got sent home. And I wasn't surprised at all because she was his partner, and he even said we tried multiple times. Jared, I'm talking about Jared. Of course, it didn't work out between them, so he's going to send them home.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he had it out for her anyway.
He did.
So then all the couples have a cute little dinner on the beach. Mm-hmm. And then they see Kristin, and everybody's mood completely shifts.
Right.
And Kristin says that, it's 4 couples, but we only need 3 to take to the finale with us. It's time for one of y'all to go.
That was like, in the middle of their beautiful dinner, they were all laughing, taking shots, and she's like,
and she appeared out of the night in this beautiful white.
Beautiful.
That was a cute little jumpsuit.
I need to know where she got that from.
You did? So you like, that's cute?
Yes. I mean, I'm not that tall, but maybe the right heels I could pull it off.
That was a cute little jumpsuit. But she walks in and she says, you guys get to vote one couple out. Mm-hmm. And, of course, David and Kendall.
Right.
Get voted out. Mm-hmm. But, of course, I think that they expected it because they said that they were the couple to beat.
Exactly.
I guess they were the most liked.
They had the most genuine connection. Yeah. No one really veered off or cheated on each other or betrayed even trust. You know what I mean? They were very loyal to each other.
Since day one.
So I guess they were the biggest threat. Mm-hmm. So everyone voted them off, which was the smart thing to do. But.
Yeah. So my thing is, who voted for them? Was it collective?
She said majority.
Do you think it was collective?
Well, okay, we obviously don't know who exactly voted for who, but majority rule. So at least 2 out of the 3 couples had to vote.
I mean, I definitely think Carlos. He definitely wanted to get them out of there.
It was probably Carlos and Tatum. Mm-hmm. I don't know who the third person might have been. Maybe Caitlyn if she knew it was smart.
Yeah. But I feel like, so during that moment of them, saying their farewells to the couple, Jiar raises his hand. And we all know what he said, but what were you expecting him to say outside of, can I go pee like I'm in 3rd grade? Like, what were you expecting him to say?
Honestly, I thought he was about to start crying. I don't know if you saw it, but his eyes looked like they were watering. And I definitely thought he was about to start crying and say, they don't deserve to go home.
Me too.
They should stay. I thought that is what he was genuinely going to say.
I honestly thought that he was going to say, like, I want to redo my vote. Like, I don't think that they should go home. I think that me and, what was this girl name? They were a lame couple. They were the lame couple on the show. Let me just say that.
She came in last.
Yeah, so I wasn't feeling their vibe anyway. But
it was forced.
Yeah, it was forced. So I thought that he was going to say maybe we should go home instead of.
For a moment, I did too. For like the slightest moment, I thought he was like, actually, we should go home instead of them. But I was thinking, okay, if you do that, you're so stupid.
You're stupid. It's the money. It's money.
So when he said he had to pee, I couldn't believe it. Like,
I was like, what?
Even Kristin started laughing. She didn't even know what to do. She was like, is this for real?
Like, why did you get up and go pee? Like, to me, it would have been way more dramatic had you just got up and
walked out. Yes.
The cameras would have been following you, like, what's he doing? And you going to pee. It would have been more comical.
Yes.
Like, I let them have their moment, but I really had to pee.
Right.
Instead of you saying, can I go pee? Ugh.
Well, they all said they were drunk. So I think it was all the wine plus the tequila shot.
Shots. Yeah,
those two probably do not mix at all. So I understand, but yes, he should have got up quietly.
And walked out.
That could have been his moment. Like, he really could have been like, ugh. And no one would have known.
I remember when Jiar got voted into the house. Like, I wasn't a fan for him. I was actually wanted the other guy. It was him. Remember, it was him, the redhead, and the light skin. Yeah, and I wanted the light skin guy to go in the house.
Yeah.
But then they chose Jiar because he was younger. Was he 22, 24, something like that?
Yeah, 24, I think.
Yeah, he was very young, so that was a very immature thing to do. Get up and go pee, Jiar. You gotta ask. You're in your 20s.
Or hold your bladder. Learn how to hold your for 5 minutes.
Well, I don't know. That like a strong. I gotta pee because his eyes were literally
watering.
And then he sat there. I mean, you know how they edit stuff.
Her name is Jamie. Jamie
Okay.
and Jiar.
Yep, Jamie and Jiar. The Jays.
Mm-hmm.
We're definitely born.
Thank you, Justin.
JJJ. So we have something special to tell our AfterBuzz fans.
Yes, because Justin just reminded us of one of the contestants' name. We want to thank you guys so much because without you guys, we would not be the ESPN of TV talk. Here at AfterBuzz, we appreciate all of your support, whether that's commenting in the chat, commenting on the YouTube feed, but whatever you're doing, please give us a thumbs up, like, subscribe, download if you're listening on iTunes, and tell your family and friends because we definitely enjoy talking to you guys every week. So definitely share that with your friends and family so we can't say thank you enough. We truly appreciate all of your support.
Yeah, thank you guys for riding with us through this quick season.
Yeah, it was quick.
Very fun season. Thank you guys for being faithful to us. You know, I was looking at our girl Lauren holding it down for us last week.
Oh, thank you.
I was proud.
Thank you.
Proud. I was here in spirit.
You were.
Oh, really? Really, J-Lo? Really?
That means next topic.
So I guess we might as well let's get to the judge and the jury, the courtroom,
right?
As we discussed early on in the episode. So when did you expect to see the people from last that had get kicked off the show? Did you expect to see that group of people there when they walked into the room, or?
Yes, but only because they hinted to it last week on the what's next? What will happen next on next week's episode? I did, but I didn't expect them to vote Jiar and Jamie out. And this is
really?
Yes,
I did.
Okay? Well, let me tell you why I didn't, and then you can tell me why you did. Mm-hmm. I didn't because literally Carlos had did half those girls wrong. So I was like, okay, they'll definitely vote Carlos off. Tatum and Bobby, I had a feeling they would stay. Even though some of the girls butted heads with Tatum, she only did one of them kind of dirty. The rest, she was just being schemy and sneaky. But Carlos, I was like, oh, he did 3 of those girls wrong. Like, get him out.
I feel like 2 things. Mm-hmm. Because Carlos had been in the house the longest.
Yeah.
And Jamie and Jiar are so new. I think everybody's loyalty was to those 2.
Right.
Already. So but also for television purposes, mind you, we didn't see the votes. So it's not like Big Brother or like Survivor where they walk up to the box and says, I'm voting for Jamie, I'm voting for Jiar to be kicked out of the house. Like, we didn't see that.
That is true.
So also for television purposes, they knew that if they would have put Jamie and Jiar against Tatum and Bobby Ray, it would have been like, obviously Bobby Ray and Tatum are going to win.
Right.
But with giving us the Carlos spin on it, it was kind of like, damn,
which one?
Which one really?
Yeah.
So, but it made for great television.
It definitely did.
And then I was surprised after the whole jury courtroom situation, when they went back into, I was surprised to see Bobby Ray and Carlos get into it.
Oh, he said, "What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?"
He said, "What do you mean, what's up?"
Yeah. Bobby Ray, what do you mean, what's up?
Yeah, it got a
Bobby Ray
little.
said, "You want to wrestle?"
It got to the point where I think so much money was on the line, and they were getting all these heated questions that the Flair and Carlos just came out. He's like, he sees the money so close that he saw it slipping away, and he just wanted to fight. Yeah,
because it was crazy. And then when they got back into the back room where it was just the couples, it was just those two couples, him and Bobby Ray were sitting right next to each other, having a conversation. And it was interesting seeing, I always forget.
Tatum or Caitlyn?
Caitlyn and Tatum. Or Caitlyn say to Tatum, like, you're hated. Like, how did that feel knowing that this many people hate you?
Yes. She's like, I knew some people didn't like you, but I didn't know how hated you were.
I'm like, yeah. Because even she talked about how, she didn't like her,
Right.
And it was very interesting, I think, during the jury session, how, Caitlyn never turned around to address Tatum. Like, she said everything like, the girl behind me, I don't like her, I ain't feeling her, I ain't even got to turn around and look at her. Like, it was very much so like, I have no respect for her.
Yes. Okay, do you remember exactly why they don't like each other?
No.
Oh, duh. Sorry. I just had a blank. Tatum was kissing her man in the room. Duh.
Oh,
on last episode. They mentioned it like 3 times. But it seemed like she didn't like her before.
That's what I'm saying. I thought it was something before
Yeah, I'm talking about the initial, because I know Tatum kissed Carlos. But something had to happen before for them.
For them not to get along. But maybe they never really associated with each other.
Yes, but when Caitlyn came into the house, she said, I'm looking at Tatum. She called Tatum a genius. She said Tatum is the genius of the house. And Bobby was like, I've met a lot of geniuses before, but...
Marilyn Monroe said it best.
What?
You think I'm a blonde, but I'm really a brunette.
Oh, okay.
So Tatum... she wasn't playing the game like a blonde. She was playing the game like a brunette.
Yeah.
She knew who to go after. She went after the power boys. Like, she knew who to go after, how to will the men. She knows she's pretty. Like, who said it? Somebody said, she's a bottle service girl. So she knows.
Mary Elena.
Mary Elena said she's a bottle service girl, so she knows how to trick the guys to get the money that she wants. And I seen her, like, when the way she maneuvered through the house was like, okay, you might win. So let me ease up on you. You might win.
Very manipulative.
Yes. And to me, I told you, I think we were sitting at the table, I said, Bobby Ray gonna win this. I just had that feeling like he's the most genuine, especially when I figured that the past contestants were gonna be the ones to vote. Right. I'm like, Bobby Ray gonna win this.
But did you hear Brittany at one point? She was like, Bobby and Caitlyn, we're rooting for you. So for a second, I'm not gonna lie, I thought that there was going to be some twist in the game where they could potentially be the couple and try and win it together, but of course that didn't happen.
I mean, we might as well get into it,
Yes.
So, as, the final part of the episode, the pre-final part of the episode was, Caitlyn and... Carlos on one side and Bobby Ray and Tatum on the other side.
Right.
And the previous contestants were able to pick which side that they want to go on. And they were actually able to pick the winner.
Yes.
So, of course, it came down to the final person, which was Hans. And Hans started to walk towards Carlos and Caitlyn. And Bobby Ray, like the camera went on him. Bobby Ray looked so defeated.
Oh, yes.
And Carlos...
that smile, yes!
That devious smile, like, I got him. Yes!
And poor Caitlyn, too. Caitlyn was like...
oh, my gosh!
Her eyes got so big.
And Hans turns around midway and run towards Bobby Ray and Tatum. And they win it.
Oh, yes!
And Hans, that was
great. That was a great performance.
That was great for television. That was absolutely great for television. So then, after,
wait, because we kind of have to talk about their reasonings. A few of them gave reasons. And if you notice, pretty much 99% of the people said if they stood behind a couple, it was because of Bobby No one stood behind Bobby and Tatum because of Tatum.
Right.
Everyone said Bobby. And the same with Carlos and Caitlyn. Everyone literally said, my girl Caitlyn. And even Shaylee made it very clear. She was like, I want to make it very clear. I am standing behind Caitlyn, and Carlos has my vote by default because she has been loyal to me. So everyone obviously liked Caitlyn or Bobby. It was no group team, thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought that was very important to how it ended as well.
I completely agree. Mary Elena, I mean, she was just so comical. Even the way she walked up on that runway.
Yes.
And she was just so like...
Well, she's a model.
Yeah, well, she looked very model-esque. Like,
yes.
She gave me very model vibes. But the way she walked up with a vengeance.
Yeah.
And I know Carlos knew deep down inside she wasn't walking nowhere near him.
Oh, he knew. He knew. Oh, and speaking of walk, Jet Setter, Miss Jet Setter, her walk, that, I'm not gonna lie, I was dead because she came with the prom dress.
I love her.
I love her too. She's so cute. But she came with the prom dress. Then she did the little turn and the little, where I don't know.
That was a unstable turn. That was quite unstable. Jet Setter, you look very unstable. Jetting and setting.
The jet did not land properly.
No, she was a little wobbly. She might have been drinking. But yeah, that was quite an interesting situation. So let's talk about
the walk, the golden balls.
The loyalty test.
Yes.
So, of course, you guys probably watched it by now, but if you haven't, at the end of the episode, of course, Tatum and Bobby Ray won together. And there was a twist in the episode. At the end, they had to each walk on what they call a loyalty test with a golden ball. So for 60 seconds, they had to step on each dollar amount.
Yes.
So it started with what, 20,000 or 10,000?
I think 20,000.
It started with 20,000. They had to stand there for 20 seconds. And
60 seconds.
60 seconds for each dollar amount. And what it did was, I think, allowed them to think and look into the other person's eyes and wonder, are you going to, be devious and trick me? Because whatever dollar amount you stood on, and you smash the golden ball, that's the amount of money you left with. And if one person smashed a golden ball on that particular dollar amount, they left with that money and the other person left with nothing. If they both met in the middle to that $250,000, they were able to split the $250,000 amongst each other. So they make it to the $125,000.
$200,000.
Wait, they made it to 125.
Yes.
Looked at each other in their eyes. Very passionate.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so the step before the 250 was the 200,000. I personally thought that they were going to make it to the $250,000 and split it. But Lauren, what happened?
Well, our boy Bobby did the unthinkable.
The unthinkable,
because I'm like, oh, they made it this far. I just knew they were going to win it together. Bobby took the golden ball
I
and
had no idea.
Splashed it right on that $200,000. Good for you, Bobby. I am so proud of you because, you weren't my favorite, but you definitely were loyal to Tatum. You didn't go talk to any other girls. You might have plotted as a team, but you never tried to plot against her. So she did you wrong. You were like, now you're going to pay for it. So good for you.
So right before Bobby broke his promises, I literally said to Lauren, I said, he's a stand-up guy. I said, they're going to make it all the way through the end. I really thought that Tatum trusted him.
Yes.
Even though I didn't trust Tatum, I knew that she trusted Bobby, and she did not think that Bobby would screw her over. Because in my eyes, it's $125,000 or $200,000.
Yeah.
Not too much big of a difference, to screw somebody over. Now, had it been Tatum and Carlos,
they would have screwed each other at the 50,000.
Girl, at 20,000, they would have been breaking balls. Like, and had it had been Carlos and Caitlyn.
Oh, she could not trust him. He would screw her.
I think that Caitlyn would have got to that 50,000 and she would have just broke her ball.
Yeah, because she couldn't trust him.
Because she couldn't trust him. But I really thought that Bobby Ray played the game.
Yeah. He literally, while we were watching this, he literally told me he's such a stand-up guy. He wouldn't do that. He wouldn't betray her. And I'm like, would he? You know, I had no idea that at the end they would have this game.
I had no idea either.
But, you know, I was just like, I don't know. But you really believed he was a stand-up guy.
But he still is. He's just intelligent.
True.
I think that, this takes you back to marriage. Or like any type of relationship. You learn your lessons, and you take those lessons and you apply them to whatever relationship or situation that you're in. Mm-hmm. She really did him wrong throughout the entire show.
Yeah.
She kissed this person. She made play friends with this person. She let this person. She did all these things just to guarantee that somebody would take her to the finale.
Right. And she did.
She got to the finale.
Yeah.
But there was no promise that if they made it to that $200,000 mark, that she was not going to smash that ball before him.
That is true.
I think Bobby had it set in his mind that the moment he made it to $200,000, that no matter what, I'm smashing it.
Yeah.
And he did, and I'm proud of him. Like, I didn't think he would do that.
No, I did not want her to win the money. I would have preferred her to win over Carlos, definitely. But I didn't think she deserved any of it.
I didn't either. Bobby Ray, he's been playing the game right. Like,
he has. And you know what? He was friends with everyone. Well, the guys at least, you know what I mean? And it was just interesting because she ran off and cried. You know, I think that was like a little fake cry anyway. Did you see that? Like, I just have to deal with it. And she was like, I have to learn from my mistakes and move on. After losing $125,000,
I'm about to cuss you out.
What? We are fighting.
I'm gonna throw this golden ball at you. Like, you got me messed up.
Yeah, but you notice no one ran after her. No one cared.
No one cared.
Everyone cheered Bobby on.
Everyone was in shock that she did that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was in complete shock. I wasn't expecting him to grow the balls to do that.
I wasn't either.
To grow the balls and drop the ball. I was not expecting him to do that at all.
I wasn't either. But you know what? He did it. Everyone applauded him. They ran and hugged him. They were like, yes. And then
even
they even
Carlos.
had the confetti. The confetti came out and everything. They were just having a ball.
Even Carlos ran up to him and like hugged him. And
yes. It's crazy. It's because no one liked her.
So, what I'm going to do, I'm definitely going to like stalk Bobby Ray's Instagram.
Now that they can have their phones back.
Right, and Tatum's Instagram, because I definitely want to see if anything happened since the show. Like, did he really feel a connection, or was he like playing the game?
Oh, I do not think that he felt a connection with her at all.
They had on matching outfits.
Yeah, for the show. I do not think it was a genuine connection. I think she, at one point, did start to like him, but he was so, like Ish even said, he was, chilling with the guys, trying to make friends, and, he just wanted someone to make it through, to trust, maybe a friendship, but I don't think he was really feeling her like that.
Who do you think, if it wasn't Bobby Ray and Tatum, what other couple you think would have made it to that and like kind of had the same outcome where somebody would have like screwed them over?
Almost all of them. I feel like maybe, I'll say this, maybe the only couple who are actually building and trying to work on moving further is Shay Lee and Tyler. Maybe they could have made it to the 250.
Oh yeah, because I think Tyler's scared of Shay Lee.
Yeah, the way she got to talk to him, maybe. Yeah. And they both live in the same hometown, so you're gonna have to see her again.
And they've been together.
Exactly.
So I definitely seen them. What was that other couple?
And David and Kendall. I definitely think David and Kendall would have made it too. I think those two would have made it, but I think literally everyone else, somebody would have dropped the ball.
Jiar and Jamie?
Yes, because look, like you said, they've been in the house.
Jiar would have had to pee, so he would have dropped the ball at 10,000.
But Jamie has been in there for like literally 1 week, literally. So can she really trust him? I feel like Jiar probably wouldn't have dropped it, but I think she would have dropped it. What would you do? Would you drop it, or would you try and make it all the way?
Oh my gosh, I think that once I got to like the $100,000 mark. And if I felt any inkling inside of me that said that person was going to screw me over.
Yeah.
Like once I got to 6 figures.
Yeah. drop. Boom.
I don't think I would have made it to 200,000.
What do you think would have happened if they would have dropped it at the same time? Like, is that even possible?
Well, I'm tricky. So the moment I would have seen him go,
you'd like, oh, like get to the ground and smash it quick or something.
Same time. What does this mean?
Split. Halfsies.
We both get 200,000. Like, we both leaving better. Like, what we doing?
That's actually a really good question. Well, I definitely think that, you know, the couple that made it to the end, it was interesting how they made it, but I'm glad it was Bobby who won.
I am too.
He's gonna have to pay a lot of tax on that money, but at least he's gonna be like
he'll probably only walk away with 120.
How much did he got? 200?
About
120, 130. But
because on gifts they tax. Ask me how I know this. On gifts they tax you like a 40. Like I think it's like maybe 40%.
No way, that high?
It's like very high on gifts.
Wow.
Because they deem that as a gift. So
that seems ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But
so he'll walk away like 120 something.
Yeah, so I mean, he's still gonna walk away with 130 more than what he came with. Now, what he's gonna do with that after, I'm interested because apparently this is Paradise Hotel like final show episode
That's
ever.
what I was going to ask you. Like, what do you think is going to happen at Paradise Hotel? Are they done? Are they revamping?
No, I think it is done. Like, I saw something
Fox
where it
has been cutting shows left and right this season.
No, literally. They said that, I read somewhere where they said this is the last episode ever. So unless they decide to, like, come back 2 to 5 years from now, new host, new dynamic format, then I think this is it.
I think that this was a great show for a cable network. I think that this would have been good for an MTV or something like that.
Yeah.
And it wasn't so much somebody checks out, somebody checks in, somebody checks out, somebody checks in. They start with 20, and then, you know, they do it over 8 weeks, and maybe like every week for 5 weeks, 1 or 2 people check out.
But that would have been like any other game show, dating show. So I get why they did the whole check in and check out. I think they should have just did, okay, we're only going to have 5 people check in, check out, and then after 5, start doing more eliminations.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't just be like, who do you guys want voted out? It should have been like, how well do you know your partner? It should have been games.
I agree.
To show how well you're compatible.
Yes, I agree.
They should have took tests. They should have played games.
Yeah.
Brought exes in, not as contestants, but just like to show like,
spice it up. So do you know my man like I knew him?
Exactly.
Yes.
You know, even parents. Bring some parents in. I think that if they wanted the show to last, that is something they should have did. Instead of they brought almost 8 new people in.
It was a lot.
That was way too much. They should have cut it down to 5, then brought family members, friends, everything in.
No, I know the pitching process very, very well.
Yes.
And I feel like this, like the way they pitched it, is not the way it was displayed on TV, because it seemed like after like week 1, they were trying new things. So they did the live tweets.
Right.
And
they did the votes.
The live votes. They were like, it's like they were trying to save it. And it was like, where'd this come from?
Exactly. And then also it was like 3 episodes 1 week, then they kind of, so I mean, it was just kind of all over the place.
It gave people nothing to look forward to.
Yeah.
Because you're giving us 3 episodes in 1 week. It's not The Bachelor. We don't need that. Like, we've been fine with 1 episode once a week.
Yes.
Leave us with a cliffhanger. And then it was 2-hour episodes.
Yeah, that's way too long.
That's way too long.
But, I mean, if you guys need help on creating that dating show, trust me, I have ideas.
We are here.
Oh, he's a dating expert. You know what I mean? He's a matchmaker.
I'm a matchmaker.
And I just have a lot of ideas because I've watched so many dating shows.
Well, you can help me. I'm pitching a show right now.
I'll help you.
You come help me.
I'm just thinking of things now, and I'm like, oh, they could have did this, that. I'm telling you, once you get people's family and friends in there, you get to know the real them.
Damn, yeah.
And if let's just say you were on a dating show, you invited me, you said, Lauren, not you, but the producer said, Lauren, I want you to come and fill out these people I have on this dating show and see if they would be a good fit. And I'll be like, nope, I don't like him. And then you would ask my advice, and I'll be like, and then we could weed some people out. You know what I mean? Right. But can't go in the past.
Well, I don't think this will be Fox's last dating show.
Oh, definitely not.
They've been given a lot of things to try and revamping Love Connection, Paradise Hotel. So I think that they're just trying to figure out what their niche is.
They're going to come up with like a spin-off and name it something else.
Hey, Fox, I have I have 2 wonderful dating shows. I have Dex. I'm in the process of shooting sizzle reels. Please call me, follow me. I am Jay Lamar on Instagram. And I book jaylamar@gmail.com. I will send you the Dex and the sizzle reels, and we can take it from there. Because my show is guaranteed to be a hit.
Okay, yes.
Period. Ain't that what Jess said? Period.
All right. Well, I mean, I think that
was a good show.
That was a great ending.
Well, you guys, thank you so much for joining us this season on Paradise Hotel After Show. You guys want to keep up the conversation or continue to follow us, you can follow me on all social media platforms at I am J Lamar. Where can they find you?
You can find me on social media at Lauren the Truth because I like to keep it real.
Oh, that's a nice little hashtag,
right?
Y'all. We will see y'all again someday, somehow.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.